In a deregulated environment, compliance is very important because we left everything in the hands of the private sector. But there are rules to follow, and the private sector needs to follow those rules, or else we will have brownouts and it's very going to be chaotic. Probably, no, the biggest elephant in the room is the issue of contracting reserves. And I do agree, no, looking at the data, the reserves are not enough to avert brownouts. Even though I agree with the Secretary that it's a compliance issue, my basic question is, I saw the policy, it's a clear policy, but kung hindi po ito ginagawa ng NGCP, how do we compel them, Secretary, to follow? Because I don't believe that government is inutil. Government is here to implement the rules, and if the players are not following, then we have the power to penalize them, to make them accountable, use every power in the law to hold them to account. Who now compels them to implement? I don't believe that refusal is an option on their part.
Bigyan po kami ng sapat na ngipin para po sa ganon may implement po yan. Bisitahin natin ang prangkisa na binigay ng Congress sa NGCP.
But Secretary, isn't it the ERC is the one that implements the policy of the DOE? That's already a settled ruling by the Supreme Court that in terms of enforcement, it's the ERC being an independent body that enforces the policy laid down by the DOE. No?
We agree and we support that DOE issues the policy and ERC implements through our rules. However, just like in the past, we have had occasions to request for some kind of clarification on particular rules so that we can implement it correctly.
It has been repeatedly alleged that NGCP has failed to comply with its obligations under PGC to contract AS to support the grid. But is that really the case? The truth of the matter is that NGCP has fully contracted most of its AS with a combination of firm and non-firm arrangements. With the exception of the contingency AS, which is short by 11% of the required levels, NGCP has contracted more than enough capacity to meet its obligations.
But on the other side of the coin is brownouts. And the cost of brownouts is also very painful. While we acknowledge your efforts to cooperate and to look for solutions, the best way forward right now is to comply with the DOE circular on reserves.